Good evening. Pressure is mounting on the federal government tonight to retaliate against Donald Trump and his tariffs on Canadian steel. One of Prime Minister Carney's top cabinet ministers was in Hamilton today vowing to fight back, but the government's not saying when it could retaliate, and the steel industry says jobs may be at stake in the meantime. Al Sweeney has the story.
Speaking to steelworkers at a Hamilton mill,
I know the anxiety is high. I know that you're worried, and we're working together to get over this crisis.
Federal Industry Minister Melanie Joly said the government is going to fight the 50% steel tariffs imposed by Trump this week.
They are illegal, they're unlawful, and they're a direct attack against steelworkers, against Hamilton, against Canada.
But no retaliation yet. The United Steelworkers Union says thousands of Canadian jobs are on the line because of the American tariffs, and Canada needs to respond immediately. And the Canadian Steel Producers Association says layoffs have already occurred at steel mills in Quebec and Algoma in Ontario. And Canadian shipments to the U.S. have dropped by 25% this year. It says the association expects to see concrete action as early as next week, stressing the urgency.
We're in a crisis. We're in an economic crisis.
But the Prime Minister says tariff retaliation takes time.
We're fighting to get the best deal for Canada, and we will take all the time necessary, but no more than that.
We know that if we don't act quickly, people's livelihoods will be at stake.
In Hamilton, Industry Minister Joly outlined the government's plans for major national projects using Canadian steel, like pipelines and defense projects, and its long-term Buy Canadian approach to support the steel industry. And she said the government is preparing to help companies and workers hit by tariffs.
We're looking at solutions, and I hope we can announce them very soon to make sure we can provide liquidities to the companies that need them. So that will help protect the jobs, because clearly that's what we want to do.
But she says negotiations come before retaliation, with the Conservative opposition in Parliament calling for immediate 50% tariffs against the Americans.